Make sure you share this with your colleagues and don't forget to subscribe, as a way to support each other on the journey from zero to hero. Your change is our priority. Have you ever wondered what your life will look like 10 years from now? Picture yourself a decade older. Will you be living with pride, knowing you made the right choices, or will you be weighed down by regrets, the kind that whisper, "If only I had"? The truth is, the future isn't built in some distant place. It's built today, in the small decisions we make every single day. What you eat, what you say yes to, how you treat your time, the way you respond to challenges, all of these choices quietly shape the person you're becoming. And here's the hard truth, not all decisions are harmless. Some decisions, if repeated over years, can steal your health, your happiness, your opportunities, and even your dreams. But the good news is this: you still have the power to choose differently, starting right now. In this audiobook, we're going to talk about 10 decisions people often regret when they look back after 10 years. These aren't distant problems. They are choices many of us make every single day, often without noticing. And by shining a light on them, you'll have the chance to avoid them and build a future you'll be proud of. So as you listen, I want you to reflect honestly. Where do you see yourself in these stories? Which of these decisions are you making right now? And most importantly, what small step can you take today to change your path? Remember this, regret doesn't have to be your future. 10 years from now, you can look back with confidence, gratitude, and pride. But it all starts here. It starts with awareness. It starts with the choices you make today. Let's begin. 1. Bad habits. Habits are like invisible threads. At first, they are so light you barely notice them. Eating a packet of chips here, skipping exercise there, staying up too late just this one time, it all feels harmless. But as the days turn into months, and the months into years, those threads grow into chains. And those chains can hold you back from living the life you truly want. Think about it. No one wakes up one morning with health problems out of nowhere. It's the result of daily choices, repeated over time. Junk food, sugary drinks, lack of sleep, no movement, it all adds up until suddenly, your body feels heavier, your mind foggier, and your energy lower. But the opposite is also true. Imagine someone who makes small, positive choices every day. They drink more water, choose a piece of fruit instead of candy once in a while, walk for 20 minutes daily, and make sleep a priority. 10 years later, they're stronger, more focused, and full of energy. The lesson is clear: your habits today are shaping your tomorrow. 10 years from now, will you thank yourself, or will you regret the choices you're making? The good news is you don't have to change everything overnight. Start small. Replace one bad habit with one good one. Swap soda for water. Trade half an hour of scrolling for a quick walk. Cook one healthy meal instead of ordering fast food. Small steps, repeated daily, become powerful results over time. Remember this: 10 years from now, you won't regret missing out on chips, soda, or late night scrolling, but you will regret losing your health. And health is one of the few things money can never truly buy back once it's gone. 1. Bad habits. Habits are like invisible threads. At first, they are so light you barely notice them. Eating a packet of chips here, skipping exercise there, staying up too late just this one time, it all feels harmless. But as the days turn into months, and the months into years, those threads grow into chains. And those chains can hold you back from living the life you truly want. Think about it. No one wakes up one morning with health problems out of nowhere. It's the result of daily choices, repeated over time. Junk food, sugary drinks, lack of sleep, no movement, it all adds up until suddenly, your body feels heavier, your mind foggier, and your energy lower. But the opposite is also true. Imagine someone who makes small, positive choices every day. They drink more water, choose a piece of fruit instead of candy once in a while, walk for 20 minutes daily, and make sleep a priority. 10 years later, they're stronger, more focused, and full of energy. The lesson is clear: your habits today are shaping your tomorrow. 10 years from now, will you thank yourself, or will you regret the choices you're making? The good news is you don't have to change everything overnight. Start small. Replace one bad habit with one good one. Swap soda for water. Trade half an hour of scrolling for a quick walk. Cook one healthy meal instead of ordering fast food. Small steps, repeated daily, become powerful results over time. Remember this: 10 years from now, you won't regret missing out on chips, soda, or late night scrolling, but you will regret losing your health. And health is one of the few things money can never truly buy back once it's gone. 3. Not growing. One of the most dangerous decisions a person can make is to stop growing. Growth is not just for children or students, it's a lifelong process. When we stop growing, we stop living fully. And 10 years down the road, that decision becomes one of the biggest regrets. Think about it this way: when you were younger, every year brought visible progress. You learned how to walk, how to talk, how to ride a bike, how to read, and how to solve problems. Growth was natural because curiosity was alive in you. But somewhere along the way, many people lose that spark. They finish school or get a job and think, "That's it? I've made it." But life doesn't work like that. The world keeps moving, technology keeps advancing, and opportunities keep shifting. Imagine two friends who graduate together. One decides to keep learning, reading books, attending seminars, and practicing new skills. The other decides that learning is only for students and chooses comfort instead. Fast forward 10 years, one is thriving, adaptable, and full of opportunities, while the other feels left behind, stuck in the same place, struggling to catch up. Both had the same potential, but one kept growing while the other stood still. Not growing doesn't just affect your career, it affects your happiness. People who avoid growth often feel bored, uninspired, and disconnected from life. They complain about the same problems year after year because they never develop new tools to solve them. They envy others who succeed but forget that those people chose growth instead of comfort. But here's the good news: growth doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't mean earning another degree or spending all your money on expensive programs. Growth can be simple. It can mean reading one book a month, practicing a new skill every week, learning a new language, or even listening to podcasts that challenge your thinking. Growth can be trying something that scares you a little, like public speaking, starting a side project, or having a difficult conversation. The secret is consistency. Small, daily habits compound into massive progress over years. 10 minutes of reading daily adds up to dozens of books in a year. Practicing a skill for 20 minutes every day can make you better than 90% of people who never try. And here's something powerful: growth makes you attractive not just in relationships, but in opportunities. People are drawn to those who are constantly improving, who have fresh ideas, and who radiate confidence from knowing they are moving forward. So ask yourself, if you keep living exactly as you are now, where will you be in 10 years? If the answer doesn't excite you, it's time to grow. Remember this: comfort zones are beautiful, but nothing grows there. Don't let your future self look back and regret the years you wasted being the same person you were before. Choose growth today, and you'll thank yourself tomorrow. 4. Not caring. One of the silent killers of potential is the attitude of not caring. On the surface, it may look harmless: someone shrugs their shoulders, says whatever, and moves on. But deep down, choosing not to care slowly robs life of meaning, passion, and opportunity. And after 10 years, this decision leaves behind deep regret. Not caring often begins small. Maybe you stop caring about your health, you skip workouts, eat whatever is easiest, and ignore the warning signs your body gives you. Or maybe you stop caring about your work, you show up late, do the bare minimum, and lose the hunger to improve. Sometimes it's relationships, you stop caring enough to listen, to communicate, or to put in effort. At first, no one notices. You can hide it. But over time, the effects of not caring become impossible to ignore. Your health suffers, your career stalls, your relationships weaken, and your self-respect fades. Here's the truth: when you say "I don't care," you're not freeing yourself, you're chaining yourself to mediocrity. Life rewards those who care, who put in effort, who show up with energy and passion, even when it's difficult. Imagine two people in the same workplace. One cares deeply, they take initiative, ask questions, and give their best even on tough days. The other doesn't care, they only do the minimum, avoid responsibility, and complain when things get hard. Fast forward 10 years, the first has built a reputation, earned respect, and grown into new opportunities. The second? Still stuck, still unhappy, and blaming everyone else for their lack of progress. Not caring also damages your inner world. When you stop caring about things that matter, your dreams, your values, your growth, you slowly stop caring about yourself. And nothing is more dangerous than losing the relationship with your own purpose. But here's the empowering part: caring doesn't mean doing everything perfectly. It means showing up. It means saying, "This matters to me, so I will give it my best." Even small acts of caring, like cooking yourself a healthy meal, asking a friend how they really are, or setting aside 30 minutes to work on a personal project, create momentum. 10 years from now, you'll look back at the things you chose to care about and realize they shaped your entire life. Your health, your career, your relationships, your confidence, everything grows when you care. So don't fall into the trap of indifference. Care about your future. Care about your growth. Care about the people who matter to you. Care about the little things, because over time, they become the big things. Remember this: indifference kills dreams, but passion brings them to life. Choose to care today, your future self will thank you. Letting others decide. One of the greatest regrets in life comes from living according to someone else's script. Too many people let others decide for them what career to choose, who to marry, where to live, even how to behave. It may feel easier in the moment, but 10 years later, the pain of realizing you never lived your own life is unbearable. Think about it: if you let others decide, you may achieve what they wanted, but you'll never feel fulfilled. Your parents, friends, or society may applaud you, but deep inside, you'll wonder, what if I had chosen differently? What if I had followed my own path? Life is too short to hand the pen of your story to someone else. Advice and guidance are valuable, but the final decision must come from you. Remember, those who truly love you will support your growth, not control it. 10 years from now, you'll either thank yourself for being bold, or regret being silent. Don't let fear of judgment keep you from living the life you were meant to live. Underscore 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 on. 6. Not trying hard / giving up too soon. Success rarely comes easy. Dreams require persistence, practice, and resilience. But many people give up too quickly. They try once, fail, and convince themselves it's impossible. Imagine an athlete who quits training after losing their first race. Or a writer who stops writing because their first draft wasn't perfect. Or a student who gives up on a subject after one bad grade. 10 years later, all of them will regret not trying harder, because greatness doesn't come from talent alone, it comes from refusing to give up. The truth is, every failure carries a lesson. Every setback builds strength. Quitting too soon is like leaving gold in the ground because digging got hard. 10 years from now, do you want to look back and regret not fighting for your dream? Or do you want to smile, knowing you gave it everything you had? Remember, persistence pays off, and the effort you put in today shapes the victories of tomorrow. Underscore 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 on. 7. Worrying too much. Worry is like a rocking chair, it keeps you busy but gets you nowhere. Too many people spend their days stressing over things that never happen. They waste energy imagining worst-case scenarios instead of creating best-case outcomes. 10 years later, people regret all the time and energy lost to worry. They realize most of the things they feared never even came true. Worry drains your energy, clouds your judgment, and steals your peace. Instead, focus on action. If something is within your control, fix it. If it's not, let it go. Replace worry with preparation, gratitude, and trust. Remember this: a life wasted in worry is a life half lived. 10 years from now, you'll regret the days you spent stressing instead of enjoying the present. Underscore 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 on. 8. Ignoring feelings. We often hear, be logical. Don't let emotions control you. While logic is important, ignoring your feelings completely can lead to deep unhappiness. Your emotions are signals. They tell you when something is wrong, when something excites you, or when something matters. Ignoring them is like driving a car while covering the dashboard. You might keep going, but eventually, something will break. 10 years from now, people regret not listening to their hearts, staying in relationships that drained them, staying in jobs they hated, or ignoring passions that once lit their souls on fire. The lesson is balance. Combine logic with emotion. Listen to your feelings, they are part of your intelligence. If you ignore them, you risk building a life that looks good on the outside but feels empty on the inside. 9. Procrastination. Procrastination is one of the quietest but most destructive thieves of potential. It doesn't scream or demand attention, it whispers softly in your ear, just wait, tomorrow, next week, it will be fine. And so, you postpone. You delay. You push your goals to the side, thinking you'll get to them eventually. At first, it feels harmless. I'll start exercising next week, you tell yourself. I'll write that book next month. I'll finally launch my side business when I have more time. But those small delays add up. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and months turn into years. And one day, you realize that the dream you once imagined has remained untouched while life simply moved forward. Think about the countless people who have looked back on their lives and realized the weight of procrastination. The aspiring writer who always said, "I'll write tomorrow," only to never finish the manuscript. The entrepreneur with a brilliant business idea who waited for the perfect moment and watched others succeed instead. The student who postponed learning new skills and later struggled to catch up in a fast-changing world. These regrets are silent, persistent, and painful. Procrastination isn't just about lost time, it's about lost opportunities. Every moment you delay is a moment you could have used to move closer to your goals. Every postponed action is a chance to learn, grow, and create that you've given away to nothingness. Here's the truth: the perfect moment never exists. Conditions are rarely ideal. Life will always be busy, unpredictable, and messy. Waiting for the perfect time is an illusion that keeps you stuck. Real progress comes from starting where you are, with what you have, and taking imperfect action. Start small. Start messy. Start with one tiny step today. Write one paragraph. Make one sales call. Take a 10-minute walk toward your fitness goal. Momentum doesn't begin with perfection, it begins with action. And once you start, momentum builds, one step leads to another, and suddenly you're moving forward faster than you ever imagined. 10 years from now, you'll look back and either smile with pride at the projects you began, the skills you built, and the dreams you chased, or you'll regret the countless days you wasted waiting for a better time. The choice is yours. Start now. Don't wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow has a way of becoming a decade. 10. Ignoring routine. One of the most overlooked reasons people look back with regret is ignoring the power of a daily routine. Life can feel chaotic, overwhelming, and unpredictable when you have no structure. Without a routine, you drift from one distraction to another, scrolling through social media, binge watching shows, procrastinating, and letting the day slip through your fingers. Here's the secret: a strong daily routine is like a shield against regret. It protects your time, energy, and focus. It creates a framework that turns small, consistent actions into meaningful results over weeks, months, and years. When you have a routine, you don't rely on motivation alone, because motivation comes and goes. Instead, your habits carry you forward, even on days when you feel tired, unmotivated, or distracted. A good routine doesn't need to be complicated. Start with the basics: wake up early, take care of your body through exercise or movement, nourish yourself with healthy food, plan your day, work consistently on your goals, and rest properly. These may seem simple, even mundane, but repeated every day, they compound into enormous progress. Think about someone who ignores routine. They might have talent, knowledge, and ambition, but they waste energy deciding what to do each day, constantly reacting to distractions, and leaving important tasks for later. 10 years later, they realize they've been busy but not productive. Their dreams remain unfinished, their potential untapped, and their time spent without purpose. Now, imagine the opposite. Someone builds a simple daily routine. They wake up with purpose, focus on priorities, take consistent steps toward growth, and protect their time. 10 years later, they've achieved more than most people imagine possible. Their dreams are closer, their health is better, and their confidence grows every day because their actions align with their goals. The lesson is clear: your daily routine is your life in microcosm. Small choices, repeated consistently, define the trajectory of your future. Neglect it, and you drift. Honor it, and you steer. So, ask yourself, is your current routine helping you grow, or is it quietly sabotaging your potential? Build habits and a structure that support your dreams, protect your time, and guide you toward the life you want. Remember this: success is rarely sudden, it's the result of daily, intentional actions stacked over time. 10 years from now, your future self will either thank you for the discipline you created today or regret the days you allowed to pass without structure. Conclusion: life is built on choices. Some choices bring growth, peace, and success. Others bring regret. The 10 decisions we've just explored: bad habits, always saying yes, not growing, not caring, letting others decide, giving up too soon, worrying too much, ignoring feelings, procrastination, and neglecting your health are traps that can steal your future. But here's the empowering truth: you still have time. Every day is a chance to choose differently. To break a bad habit. To set boundaries. To grow. To care. To take ownership. To persist. To stop worrying. To listen to your heart. To act now. 10 years from now, you'll meet a version of yourself. That future self will either thank you or resent you for the choices you make today. Choose wisely. Share your thoughts in the comments so we can all learn and grow together. Seedling. Want to stay connected and learn more about business development? Join my WhatsApp group.